What's going on, you guys? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? This be your boy, Guided by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess. We're doing a little bit of late night duty tonight. You know, I was supposed to be live about 2 hours ago, but Rocks she's still on live. I thought she would have been done by now, but child, I was like, listen, I supported today. Let me go on get this live on out the way because I can't be up for too long. But I was supporting Forest Rocks. I am so happy for her. She's at her 500th episode of Top of the Blogs. This was her first live, and it was really, really cute to see her, trying to do what she was supposed to do with the live. Because Rocks never goes live. You know what I mean? So it was just funny watching her live. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Rocks. And as a matter of fact, shout out to my girl, Jamie. That's me. She just hit 32K. Last time I checked, she was at 27. But my girl is already at 32. She's really doing a great job right now, especially with her talking about the Shanquella Robinson case. She's doing a great job at the way she's covering it. And, she got a news reporter background. We both went to school for broadcast for mass comm. So yeah, we got that. We both got that in the background. Okay. So most definitely. But just to let you guys know ahead of time, there won't be any roasted review because T is going out of town tomorrow. So there won't be any roasted review this week. So we'll be on hiatus until next week. But the next time we do roasted review, it will be on T's platform though. Just know that. So even though we're not doing it this week, it'll be on T's platform. What else is going on with the platform? Okay, so let me let y'all know what's coming on Saturday. Now, Saturday is young, fresh, and new. It comes on at 11:15 Central Time, and it will be featuring Tammy Talks this time. So be on the lookout to see Tammy Talks on Young, Fresh, and New this Saturday morning. Be sure to look out. Be sure to tune in. And then on Sunday morning at 11:15 Central Time, Busy Blue will be appearing on Who Was Wrong, and we will be talking about the Candace and Ashley Darby beef. So be on the lookout for that, y'all. And y'all, give me 1 second because I knew it was something that I forgot to put up in here. Y'all. Let me get myself together. See, I've been trying. See, as the year continues to go by, I've really been trying to do right and have my stuff together when I'm live, so I don't have to be trying to, get up here and then try to figure something out at the very last minute. But child, it wouldn't be me if it wasn't like that, child. So let me put this up here. I keep on forgetting that this is happening because it's very much so spur of the moment, but we really just came together and did this. So since we're on here, let me put this up. Give me 1 second, you guys. 1 second. It's 86 of you guys up in the building. I know I'm gonna get about 100. But yeah, I'll be good with that because I know Rox is live and I know everybody's over there right now. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Okay. So now that I got that up here. Okay, so let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up now. Child, Busy will know. I'm going to tag him, child. He'll know. Okay, y'all. Also, y'all need to be looking forward to this. This is something that y'all been wanting for a long time now, and we finally getting it together. Now, today I was at work, and I was just thinking, and I just was like, I really want to have like a roundtable discussion about this, about everything that's going on, about everything that's going on with this whole situation with Wendy and Mia. And I said, who better to have this conversation with? So I pulled out my phone and I forgot that Rodney gave me his phone number like a month or so ago. So I text Rodney and I asked him, I was like, are you down for doing a video? It'll just be you and I. It won't be no big panel. It'll just be you and I. We're going to do a video. We're going to be talking about all this drama that's going on with the Real Housewives of Potomac. And I was like, would you be willing to do it tonight or tomorrow? Because I was going to try to do it tonight, child. But he going out of town for Thanksgiving, but he said he'll be back on that Friday. So I said, we could do it Friday if you want to. So he was like, I'll be back home at a specific time on Friday, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, okay, then. So how about this? We're going to do it on Friday. I'm going to make the thumbnail. I'm going to make, all that, make the link. I'm going to give you the link and all that good stuff. And, we're going to be ready. So Friday night is the night. So make sure y'all tune in on Friday night for us to talk about what's going on with the Wendy Mia, the colorism, all of that stuff. It's going to be only me and Rodney the voice. Be sure to tune in on Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time. That's 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time. I'm looking for this to be between an hour and 30 minutes. It'll just be us two talking about this. And I felt like he would be the best person because I've never done nothing one-on-one with Rodney before. Rodney did Boys Night Out last year during our first season, but me and him never just did nothing like together by ourselves. And I thought that this would be the greatest thing for us to do. And I see that a lot of people are already excited about it. You know what I mean? Like we are already doing everybody's already excited about it. I think it's going to be a vibe. I think it's going to be cool. I think that me and Rodney already got good chemistry because, like I said, he did Boys Night Out with us before. So I'm very excited about it. And I hope you guys come through and support both me and Rodney because I got a ton of respect for him. And I'm so glad that we finally did this. Y'all in these comments, don't y'all start that bullshit now, please. Can we go one day without y'all arguing in this chat? Now that we're at the 9-minute mark, let's light up this chat so we can get this thing started. Go ahead and light this chat up until the 10-minute mark, okay? Go ahead and do that while I get me something to drink. Light up this chat. Okay? We're now at the 10-minute mark. And now we're about to go ahead and get this thing started. Okay, we're about to go ahead and get it started. We got some things to talk about tonight. So let's go on and get into it. So the first things first, we're going to talk about Joe Budden. Now, Joe Budden got a podcast, and I have this love-hate relationship with Joe Budden. Sometimes I agree with some of the things that he says, and sometimes I feel like he's just a complete asshole. Okay, like that is my biggest issue with him. Like he can have a point sometimes, but then he turn around and say some stupid ass shit that knocks his whole point off, and now he no longer has a point, and it's ridiculous. But apparently he thinks that Saweetie had bad timing with addressing the drama in her new music and questions on whether or not she had sex with Lil Baby or not and all this other stuff. So basically he's trying to say that right now, being that Takeoff is now gone, she should not be talking about it. So I'm just like, oh my God. So he kind of annoyed me when I seen this, but y'all, we finna listen in on what he had to say. But before we get into this, I just want to say this because I keep saying this. Please stop all of this arguing, okay? I don't want no arguing in my chat. Like when we go live, I really want us to have a good time. I want everybody to enjoy themselves. I want it to be just that. But if a person is outright being disrespectful, then my mods are going to take care of it. I know sometimes my mods can be a little heavy-handed sometimes because, some things are not that deep to me, but they are very protective over me. But at the same time, I don't need a bunch of arguing. We're here to have a good time. I don't want people to feel like they can't even come in the chat and talk and all this other stuff and just have a good time. Like, and people can disagree with me too, but just don't be disrespectful. And this goes out to K3434. Like, y'all need to move on with that. Like, y'all Y'all had a misunderstanding in the chat. Let's keep it moving, okay? So we're about to go ahead and get into the story, y'all. We're about to go ahead. The screen is shared, so let me take the overlay off so we can go ahead and listen in on what Joe Budden had to say. Let's get into it, y'all.
That's it.
Bad timing.
Horrible timing.
Well, which is why it's bad timing for whatever she was saying in that freestyle. Yeah. It ain't the time for your freestyle.
Gotcha.
Because what I heard, I honestly didn't really hear nothing directed to Quavo. Like, I just keep hearing Lil Baby. I keep hearing Lil Baby. And I think people keep confusing it with Quavo like they did last time.
Okay.
But either way, it ain't the time for confusion. It ain't the time for none of that after they just lost their brother and nephew.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't time for that. Sorry, sweetie.
Push it back.
Yeah, push it back. You've been quiet.
Also true.
You've been quiet. No need to come shake the table now. I hate hip hop. And did you fuck dude or not?
Yeah, if you're gonna talk.
Yeah, if you're gonna tell it, then tell it. If not,
no. What'd you make that face for? Fam.
Could, I guess.
Sweetie gotta shut the fuck up. Come on, let's just get to it. I don't have time to play today. Sweetie gotta shut the fuck up. That's my take.
I mean, you know, I thought it was
that's it.
Bad timing.
Horrible timing.
Well, which is why it's bad timing for whatever she was saying in that freestyle. Yeah. It ain't the time for your freestyle.
Gotcha.
Because what I heard, I honestly didn't really hear nothing directed to Quavo. Like, I just keep hearing Lil Baby. I keep hearing Lil Baby. And I think people keep confusing it with Quavo like they did last time.
Okay.
But either way, it ain't the time for confusion. It ain't the time for none of that after they just lost their brother and nephew.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't time for that. Sorry, sweetie.
Push it back.
Yeah, push it back. You've been quiet.
Also true.
You've been quiet. No need to come shake the table now. I hate hip hop. And did you fuck dude or not?
Yeah, if you're gonna talk.
Yeah, if you're gonna tell it, then tell it. If not,
no. What'd you make that face for? Fam.
Could, I guess.
Sweetie gotta shut the fuck up. Come on, let's just get to it. I don't have time to play today. Sweetie gotta shut the fuck up.
I think I let that play way too many times before. Way too many times. I think it kind of looped up around, twice. I'm sorry about that. But let me say this. Joe, it's funny how you're telling her that she needs to shut the fuck up sometimes. But you need to shut the fuck up sometimes. I don't get you, men. You men think that y'all can say, do whatever the fuck y'all want to at any time y'all want to and all this other stuff. Now, this is coming from somebody that don't even fuck with Sweetie like that. Like, I don't listen to her music. I really don't care about her like that at all. Trust and believe me. Like Keisha Cole, trust and believe me. I don't even fuck with Sweetie like that. I think she's not even a good rapper like that. Let's just be honest. But you don't tell nobody when they can and can't say nothing. She didn't know that Takeoff was going to get shot and killed. She didn't know that. So there's no time limit on shit. If she wants to respond to the bullshit that Quavo said, she fucking can. She was being like slut shamed for so damn long, talking about her like a dog, making songs about her, and you want to tell her that she don't need to be saying nothing. She can say it whenever she wants to. She can say it whenever she wants to. It's music. She didn't know Takeoff was finna pass away. What's she supposed to do? Not say shit because he passed away? At the end of the day, no matter when she say it now, he still passed away. So it don't matter. Y'all niggas really believe that y'all can sit up here and tell somebody when they can and can't respond to something. Who the fuck are y'all? Like, Quavo ain't the only one going through nothing. You don't know what the hell she was going through when y'all was sitting up here talking about her like a dog. Slut shaming her and shit. Y'all don't know what she was going through. Did y'all ask? No. Did you give a fuck? No. So why should she care? All y'all do is sit up and talk about these women and shit, but then when they come back and say what they got to say, y'all can't handle it. No. She can speak on it whenever the fuck she see fit, period. whenever she see fit. I don't care what nobody got to say about it. He been slut shaming her for quite some time now. And the moment she say something, y'all want to tell her, well, Sweetie need to learn when to shut the fuck up. No, Joe Budden, you need to learn when to shut the fuck up. Stop trolling us, trying to make it seem like you gay and shit. Shit, you can stay with the straight folks, because I, for one, don't want your ass. See, that's what I be talking about. I be liking Joe Budden sometimes. He be having some points sometimes. But then he turns around and then he be doing stupid shit like this. And then it's like, I don't respect you now. Because you always saying and doing some fucked up ass shit. Why she gotta shut up? He not the only person with a story to tell. She can tell her story if she wants to. If he can sit up here and tell his story time and time again, she can tell hers. She can tell hers. The world don't stop because Takeoff passed away. I'm just being real. I ain't being disrespectful or nothing like that. But the world don't stop because he passed away. Just like the world don't stop because my motherfucking cousin passed away back in January. I'm still grieving. But guess what? Don't nobody give a fuck, and the world ain't stopped yet. It's still going. No, he don't get no special treatment or no special privilege just because of the fact that Takeoff is gone. Okay, and she still got a right to speak her fucking piece the same way he did. No disrespect. So if anybody need to shut the fuck up, it's you, Joe Budden. And another thing about it too, the reason why I don't really like listening to his podcast, and I rather just listen to watch the clips, your co-hosts are sheep. Your co-hosts are sheep, okay? They're fucking sheep, period. They're sheep because they act like they scared of you, and they act like they cannot have an opinion on their own. Every time you say something, they be like, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 you're right, yeah, 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 yeah. And they know they don't agree with the bullshit you talking about. Let's keep it a beam. Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do y'all have any minds of your own? Do you? I don't think so. You couldn't possibly have any minds of your own. Because if you did, you wouldn't be doing the bullshit. Like y'all be sitting up here just agreeing with the bullshit. Just like somebody said in the chat. She could have said a lot worse than what the fuck she already said. But you want her to shut the fuck up. Did y'all tell Quavo to shut the fuck up? And just like Two Feisty said, didn't the men tell Megan that it's hip hop and that she was supposed to respond on wax? Sweetie responded on wax. Sweetie responded on wax. And y'all still mad? Sweetie responded on wax. She responded on wax. And that's still not good enough for y'all? See, the men can do and say and get away with everything that they want to. But when a woman say something, y'all can't handle it. And that's the bullshit that I be talking about. That's the shit that I be talking about. Y'all can't handle it when somebody doing the same fucking thing to y'all. Get a grip. I don't even like Sweetie, but I'm going to listen to the song now just because you want her to shut the fuck up. I'm going to go stream it just because y'all want her to shut the fuck up. I don't even like her like that. Like at all. Like I don't even like her like that. Period. But I'm sitting up here defending her though. Period. Like don't do that. Don't do that. Don't play that game. Don't even do that. Don't play that game with me. Y'all want people to shut the fuck up, but don't tell everybody else to. But then it goes back to how all these industry niggas have so much smoke for many women, but they don't have it for each other. It's just like the men constantly attacking Megan Thee Stallion. And people can constantly say, well, the industry said that Megan is weird. And people be saying this about Megan, and Megan is a fake ass bitch, and Megan is this and Megan is that. I don't give a damn. It still look like a bunch of pussies when they sit up and constantly attack Megan Thee Stallion over any little thing. Any little thing. It's annoying. And it's bitch made. All you niggas bitch made to me. All of y'all are bitch made. Especially when it comes to Megan. Y'all stay coming at her about anything. Y'all stay coming at Megan. And what exactly did she do to y'all? Y'all that grouped up with niggas like what's his name, like Tory Lanez and all that other shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Like, get out of here. Because it's like y'all really be pissing me off with that. And then you got people like Joe Budden who really believes that his opinion really matters to us, and they don't. It's not y'all grown, like people, men like Joe Budden and men like Tory Lanez, y'all growing tits, sis. Y'all really growing tits. Go get your mammograms pretty soon because you're growing tits. Seriously. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what's the problem? Even in the song that Megan Thee Stallion did on her new album called Not Nice, she had a line saying a lot of rappers mad because I never gave them sex. I believe it. I believe every single word. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I fucking believe it. I believe that's why a lot of these folks mad. And then, like you said, Drake is another one. Drake been a bitch, and I've been saying he's a bitch. But when I say he a bitch, people get mad at me when I say, because you know you can't say shit about Drake around here. You can't say nothing about Drake. They're going to get mad and shit. But you know I don't care. I'm going to say what I got to say. Like, Joe need to shut the fuck up. Like, just shut up. Like I understand that, you know, you got this podcast and you doing what you got to do to keep yourself relevant. You know, do that. You know, do that. But don't do too fucking much. Okay? Like, don't do too fucking much. Like, don't do too much to the fucking point to where I'm wondering what the fuck is wrong with you. Like, why do you feel like you need to do all that? Like I said, you men are straight bitches, and y'all be talking about us gay niggas, but a lot of us got more hard up in us than y'all do. Y'all act like straight up women, and I'm sick of the bullshit. Y'all act more bitch than we do. And we're supposed to be the punk ass bitches. But y'all stay reversing the roles here, making us be the men and y'all be the women. Y'all wear more panties and thongs than we do. And we supposed to be the bitches. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sick of y'all always trying to tell women like Sweetie or women like Megan what the fuck they need to be doing. They can't never do shit right for you motherfuckers. Who are y'all? You misogynistic ass bitches. That's what you are. And I'm sick of it. I'm really tired of y'all in that bullshit. Like, y'all always on that bullshit all the time. Like, y'all always trying to tell some woman what they need to do and when they should tell their story and why they didn't tell it back then and why they telling it now. They telling it now because they fucking can. That's why they're telling it now. Like, shut the fuck up. Hey, Caramel Red, what's going on? That's why they're telling their story right now. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Are you stupid? I believe you are, but that's just me. Are you stupid? I believe you are, but that's just me. I get so tired of y'all. Y'all be having way too much shit to say about a woman and what the fuck she doing. Like, who the fuck are y'all motherfuckers? And Joe Budden, you need to just shut up because you got to do a podcast. No, when nobody buying your music and then nobody care about your own love and hip hop unless Tahiri was in the building. So shut the fuck up. Hey, Erica, what's going on? Like, seriously. Like I said, I don't even like Sweetie. I don't care for her like that. I don't care about none of her music like that at all. But I'm not going to sit up here and listen to Joe Budden try to tell somebody what they need to be doing. And on top of that, you're the last one that need to be speaking on what a woman should be doing. What about how a man should not be putting their hands on a woman? How about that? So when you figure out how to keep your fucking hands to yourself, then we could talk. But until then, shut the fuck up. Sick of hearing your mouth. And that's all I got on that. I think I spent too much time on Joe, more time than I intended on spending on him, period. Okay. So the next thing up is Chris Brown. Now, Chris Brown has been in the news as of lately. You know, I did talk about him, you know, possibly performing on the AMAs and stuff like that. And it's been a lot of stuff that's been taking place ever since it was announced. You know, a lot of people were pissed. A lot of people were upset about him not performing. And there was a whole lot of stuff going on. And now, you know, there were many artists that came out and spoke on Chris Brown's behalf and was wondering, you know, why he's not performing and how he would be, you know, the best one to do it out of everybody. So there's a couple of different articles here about it. And the first one is from the Neighborhood Talk. So let me remove this overlay so you guys can see what we're talking about here. Okay, let me move this on out the way. So the Neighborhood Talk posted something. And this is what it said. Now it says, now neighbors get into this. Chris Brown sent social media into a frenzy a few days ago when he shared a video that would have been a tribute to Michael Jackson on the 40th anniversary of the album Thriller. In the caption, Chris claimed that they canceled the performance for unknown reasons, but the founder of Pug.News, Matthew Baloney, says that he knows the reason why, and he's the one who is somewhat behind the decision. Now, Chris and the award show's producers had been working on the tribute for weeks. The producers wanted Chris to perform at the awards to give him an opportunity to showcase his talents after Chris felt that he had been shadow banned from Hollywood since the Me Too movement. Baloney claims that he caught wind of it. Let's see. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me move this. He caught wind of Chris Brown's performance, and he immediately contacted. Immediately contacted the higher ups at Disney and ABC about the optics of the performance. He says that the prospect of a convicted domestic abuser feeding an alleged child molester on the Disney network wasn't the best idea. The higher ups didn't even know about Chris' performance until Baloney called and told them. Once the executives found out about the performance, they immediately told the producers to cut the tribute as a whole. The producers were reportedly furious at the decision to axe the performance because they knew the backlash they would receive. But after calls with multiple executives through the company, they decided that Chris could still perform, but he couldn't do the tribute because it would be too radioactive. They tried to come up with an alternative plan, but Chris said it's all or nothing for him. Either he does the performance that he planned on doing, or he won't perform at all. So he didn't perform and posted the rehearsal footage on his Instagram. So in conclusion, the network canceled Chris's MJ performance because they didn't want the blowback of two problematic artists being mentioned on their network at the same time. And this all came to fruition because of Matthew Baloney, who made the initial call to ABC executives about the performance. Oh, God. Let me look at some of the comments because I see there's other people. I see Tank says everybody owes Chris Brown an apology. He didn't ask for this. He was sitting at home minding his business when they called him. Okay. Lala Milan said, and of course this will come out after everyone, not me, watched the show. Ashley Miller said as if every artist who has performed on that stage has a squeaky clean background. That's not fair. If you will let others who have had offenses under their belt perform throughout the years, and every award show has. So, and then JT said, why even ask him to perform? Like, don't piss me off with this BS for real. Okay. So a couple of artists spoke on it, and then you have more that said, okay, so let me go on back up. Y'all. So the production company for the AMAs basically says that Chris Brown's performance was pulled because of creative direction. They also declared that Chris wasn't at fault. Now, on Monday, in a statement to Entertainment Tonight, a DCP spokesperson clarified that the tribute being pulled was a matter of creative freedom and no fault of Brown's. Live shows change all the time. It's the nature of this business. Unfortunately, this element of the AMAs didn't come together as we couldn't align on the performance into no fault of Chris Brown. Now, that's what the AMA production team basically said. Okay, now that's what they said, y'all. Okay. So that's about it on that. So this is what I gotta say on there. Now, as a I feel like, what was the point of asking him to perform? And when we say that, people be thinking that we're caping for Chris and all this other stuff. I'm not caping for him. It's simply a right or wrong situation for me. Why ask him to perform, and why get him to, prep and do all this other stuff for the performance, only to turn around and say, you can't perform? And then there's several different stories going around. Like, he didn't ask to perform. Y'all asked him to perform. Y'all wanted him to do it. And now that he got ready to do it, now all of a sudden, you know what I mean, he can't perform. So for me, I feel like, that's the thing. Like, what are we doing here? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what exactly are we doing here? Like, is he allowed to perform or not? So when we say that, it's not that we're justifying or pacifying him or even thinking about anything that he has done and said in the past. But my thing about this is, it's all about right or wrong, and it's all about being fair. We know what he did as a man. We know what he did as a man. We know that he put hands on Rihanna. You know what I mean? Did domestic violence, all of that stuff. We already know that. Just like we already know that, so did they when they asked him to perform. So at the end of the day, they obviously did not give a damn about what he did in the past, being that they asked him to perform. I'm just being honest here. We already know what he's about. We already know what he did already. And if we knew, they knew too. So why ask him to do it and then turn around and say, no, bro, you can't do it because of this? But you knew this was on him when you asked him to perform for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And see, my thing about it is, people need to stand firm in what they believe. Either you're going to cancel Chris or you're going to hype him up. Because at first y'all canceled Chris in 2009. His album didn't do too well. I think it was the exclusive album. He didn't do shit. And then he performed at the BET Awards, did the Michael Jackson tribute, and he won everybody back over, and he's been on fire ever since. But then you have moments like this where people want to remind him of what he already did. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, either y'all have forgiven him or you haven't. What is the point? And then on top of that, it's like, what's really going on? Like, that's my whole thing. Y'all already know what's really going on here. So why ask him to do it anyway? And if y'all so bothered about Michael Jackson being an alleged abuser, why even come up with the idea to do a tribute to him? Like, I mean, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because like I said, a lot of these artists have done a lot of bullshit, said a lot of bullshit, done a lot of things unethical, and they still are able to move past and still are able to redeem themselves. And my question is, and this is coming from a person that lived in a house with someone that was abusing his mother. I grew up around domestic violence. My stepfather was hella abusive to my mom. And he will always have that stain on him. Now, am I still upset about it at the age of 33? I'm not. It happened. It's a done deal. I just feel like people really need to stand firm on their word. Either you don't fuck with him because he did what he did to Rihanna, and that's something y'all will never forgive him for, or y'all have forgiven him and y'all are still gonna play his music. It's one or the other. And on top of that, my thing about it is, if you knew that Chris Brown was all these bad things in one, why not ask Usher to perform for Michael Jackson? You had Usher, you had Ciara, you had Jason Derulo, you had different people that could have done it. So that's my thing. Chris Brown really isn't the one-all be-all. Like, regardless of what he has done, he's a great performer, great songwriter, all of that stuff. Music been tired as of lately, but he has great music regardless. But you didn't have to ask him. There's other people that could have done it. Like I said, you could have done it. You could have gave it to Usher. Usher could have done it. But it's like, for me, if you're going to do shows like this, y'all need to be on the same accord, and then y'all won't have this type of issue. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying that they need to give him this and give him that. You feel what I mean? I ain't saying none of that. I ain't saying that people need to let it go with Chris Brown. I ain't saying none of that either. But what I'm saying is, if y'all need to stand 10 toes down on what y'all want. Either y'all don't want the man to be around because of what he's done, or y'all are going to let it go and move on, because it did happen in 2009. So are y'all going to forgive and move on, or y'all not? Whatever choice y'all decide to make, I'm fine with that. But I mean, y'all let R. Kelly perform at these award shows, and he had a whole sex tape case against him, and y'all still let him perform. Still let him perform. Still let R. Kelly perform. Even though he did what he did with minors, he was still out there performing. Nobody batted an eyelash. Still let him do it. So, and it's not me comparing one situation to another, because both of these are two serious but different situations. And on top of that, they were still blasting his music too. So we know R. Kelly's not performing anymore. R. Kelly's sitting in somebody's cold ass prison cell. But what I'm saying is, during the time where he had a whole sex tape case, I'm talking about back when the sex tape case was hot in 2002, when the shit first came out, he was still hot. They were still letting him perform. People were still doing records with him. Ignition went straight to #1. So did the Chocolate Factory. The album still was selling. The singles were still being played on the radio. He was still performing, still winning awards. Even though you see him on camera urinating on a young teenager. Even when he married Aaliyah, that didn't stop them from supporting him. They still let him perform, still let him win his Grammy, still let him sing I Believe I Can Fly and all this other shit. Just bypassed it. And defended him tooth and nail. Even though he married a teenager. Even though he did a sex tape with a teenager. And it was everywhere. So exactly who can we run to? That's all I'm saying. I just feel like At the end of it all, people just need to stand firm on their word, especially people in this industry. If you don't want to forgive him, then don't. But don't have him coming on y'all show talking about y'all want him to do a performance and then y'all turn around and say, oh no, we're not going to do it now. What's the fucking point of y'all asking a man to do it? That's what I'm saying. What is the point? Like, I think that's what everybody's point is. Like, what is your point of asking this man to do this only for y'all to change our mind like Keisha Cole? What's the point? I don't see the point. What's the point? Make me understand that. That's all I'm saying. I ain't caping for him. I ain't doing none of that because Chris Brown has done a lot of bullshit. He abused Rihanna. He was accused of being a colorist. It's a lot that he has done. But it's all about the professionalism of it all. Don't ask the man to perform it only for y'all to turn around and take it from him. That's all I'm saying. That it don't even matter if you like him or not. It was still wrong. And they should have had they shit together. But again, y'all love running, you black celebrities, y'all love running y'all little asses over to these white award shows that don't even award us properly, that don't even care about our music. Y'all love running y'all asses over there to these award shows that don't give a fuck about us nor our art. They don't even award us properly. Half of these award shows that y'all love running to, they don't even have categories for our artists. They don't even have R&B categories they gotta mix them up with pop stars. The pop and R&B category, the best pop R&B artists. They gotta merge them with the pop artists. Even at the MTV Video Music Awards, they don't even have any categories for R&B records. Like they don't care nothing about our music, but y'all love running y'all asses over there to support them, but don't support your own damn awards, like the BET Awards, the NAACP Awards, the Soul Train Awards. Y'all turn y'all nose up at these fucking awards that actually award us properly, actually celebrate us the way that we should be celebrated, but y'all run to the Grammys, then complain when they don't nominate y'all the right way, when they tell you where you supposed to submit your shit, all this other shit. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, really. You go to places like the AMAs who don't give a fuck about us. You go to the Billboard Awards, the same award show which K. Michelle exposed. They call it don't make no sense. How do you make an article about me in 2014 and say that I'm the best-selling female R&B artist of 2014, and you don't invite me to the Billboard Awards, and you also don't nominate me for no Billboard Award either, but I'm the top-selling female R&B artist of 2014, but I don't get nominated? What type of sense does that make? They don't award us properly. They don't give a fuck about us like that to award us properly. So what are we saying? Why y'all like running to these award shows that don't care about us? I don't understand it. I don't think I'll ever understand it. But see, that's what artists like Chris Brown the fuck get, because you don't even go to these other award shows that actually want. Like y'all don't even attend them, and they give y'all the awards. They give y'all these fucking awards, and y'all don't never be there. Always running to the white folks. Always running to the white folks. When they don't care about y'all. They don't give a shit. They don't care about y'all. So what you saying? They don't give a shit about y'all. What you saying? They could care less about y'all. Or your music. They're not going to award y'all the way y'all need to. They're going to put y'all ass in a frumpy ass pop categories with these pop stars that they know that y'all don't have no chance of winning against. Have you ever noticed that? They do it all the time. They do it all the time. Have you ever noticed it? notice that. They constantly do that to y'all. They play in y'all face all the time. They don't give a fuck about y'all or your music. Why put me in the category with Taylor Swift and y'all know y'all gonna give it to her? I mean, make it make sense. But one more time though, as far as the BET Awards and the Soul Train Awards, stop giving motherfuckers like Chris Brown and all these other motherfuckers these awards and they don't show up. Because half the time, some of the time, y'all don't be awarding y'all people properly either. Y'all will give these folks awards and they ain't even put a damn, y'all will nominate them and they ain't had no song out since Jesus was a damn baby. But yet y'all want to nominate them and give them a fucking award just so they can show the fuck up. They not coming, sis. Stop nominating them. Like, period. Y'all be giving these people nominations and they just so they can show the fuck up. They not coming, sis. They ain't coming, sis. They not coming. Tupac and Biggie don't have a single Grammy. Between them and Diana Ross didn't get one until 2012. So that should tell you something. Exactly. It's all a popularity contest. Always have been. Like, I might step on some toes when I say this, but you know I don't care. I remember in 2010, it was the Grammy Awards, right? And the category was Best Female R&B Vocal Performance. As a matter of fact, so I can remember this category, because I remember the two songs that I'm going to bring up, but I don't remember everybody that was in the category. So just give me a second. I hope I'm not boring y'all right now by talking about this, but I really feel like it needs to be said, child. I really feel like it needs to be said, seriously. Okay, this was 2010. Okay. It was 2010, right? 2010, the 2010 Grammy Awards. The category was Best Female R&B Vocal Performance. The people were in the category it was Melanie Fiona with It Kills Me. It was Layla Hathaway with That Was Then. Ledisi with Going Through Changes. Jasmine Sullivan, Lions, Tigers, and Bears, and then they put Poppy Ass Single Ladies by Beyonce in that category. I felt like that was ridiculous. I felt like Single Ladies should have never been in that category. Because Beyonce is a black girl. Yeah, she's a black girl, but that's a pop record. Now, if it was Ego or something like that, I can understand it. But Single Ladies had no business being in no damn R&B category. When you got songs like It Kills Me and Lions, Tigers, and Bears in that same category. And guess who they gave the Grammy to? They gave it to Single Ladies by Beyonce, which I felt like Lions, Tigers, and Bears deserved the award. It's the R&B vocal performance, but you give a pop song like Single Ladies the female R&B vocal performance. Single Ladies could have easily been in the pop categories, but they stuck her right there and gave it to her. I ain't mad, but I'm saying I didn't think that was right. Just my personal opinion. I didn't think that was right. Out of all them damn songs, you're going to put Single Ladies in there. Are you serious? That's not an R&B song to me. That's a straight pop record to me. It's crazy. And I felt like Jasmine should have won. Even then. You know what I mean? Like she should have won even then. So it's just like, what are you talking about? So it's crazy to me. Like a lot of the times when Beyonce won, I felt like a lot of her records was just, they just put, and another thing that people need to realize too, just because an artist is black, that does not make them an R&B artist. Let me repeat that too. Just because an artist is black, it does not make them an R&B artist just because they're fucking black. Keep that in mind. Just because you're black, it does not make you an R&B artist. These Grammy Awards and these AMAs will put a black pop artist in an R&B category just for sport, knowing that they don't need to be in there. Knowing that they don't need to be in there. But because they're black, they put them in the R&B categories like they deserve to be in there. They fucking don't. Why is Rihanna nominated for Best R&B anything? She's not an R&B artist. Be for real. She's not an R&B artist. You feel what I'm saying? Why do that? It doesn't make any sense. It just don't make no sense to me. Why even put, like, why put Rihanna in R&B categories when she don't deserve to be, like, she don't need to be there? Are you serious? And no, I'm not, and I get what you're saying, Prophet. Like, she does make R&B records, but certain R&B, some records that Beyonce makes does not need to be in no R&B category. And that's just for real, for real. Like, they should not be doing that. Because it doesn't make any sense to me when they do that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why put Single Ladies in the R&B category, but you don't put Listen by Beyonce in there? Or was Listen nominated for Best Traditional R&B Performance? Maybe that's it. I don't know. So it's like, what are you doing and what are you saying? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. And I know I've been stuck on this. I know I've been stuck on this for too long, and I hope I haven't bored y'all at all. But I'm very passionate when it comes down to music, because it just goes back to what I said. It's all about a popularity contest. And it's a lot of artists that get snubbed every year for Grammy Awards and shit like that. And I was even annoyed that Jasmine Sullivan even won a Grammy for Hotels, because I felt like that's not even her best work. But she had to give y'all some mainstream sounding shit just so she can win. Like, no. She should have been one for Fearless. She should have been one for Love Me Back. Like, she had so many albums, so many songs that deserved to win a long time ago. But she had to make a bunch of radioactive ass shit for y'all to give her a fucking Grammy. What type of shit is that? That's why I don't even watch the Grammys. I don't. That's why I don't. Like, why Eve wasn't nominated for Love is Blind, but she got nominated for Let Me Blow Your Mind, though? Love is Blind is a Grammy. It's like a Grammy song to me. Why wasn't that nominated for Best Female Rap Performance? Let Me Blow Your Mind. As a matter of, not Let Me Blow Your Mind, Love is Blind. As a matter of fact, let me check on that. Best Female Rap Performance. I want to see about that. Who was nominated that year? Best Female Rap Solo Performance. Let me see who was nominated that year. Oh, they only had it for 2 years. Either way, why wasn't it nominated? It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. But I'm not a part of the Academy. So there's really nothing that I can say about it because I'm not a part of the Academy at all. But hey, it is what it is. Like, shit. But yeah, no. I don't want to hear it. I don't. I don't care what nobody's saying or what they doing. I don't give no one fuck. Y'all love running to these award shows that don't care about any of us. And let me move on before I keep preaching about this. Let me move on. Because I know most of y'all are not here for me to be talking about this. So let's move on to the next. But it's still about Chris Brown still, though. It's about Kelly Rowland. Now, the people have been giving Kelly Rowland a hard time ever since the AMAs when she said a speech that and she kind of defended Chris Brown in the speech because I'm guessing Chris Brown won an award at the AMAs, and she pretty much shushed the crowd after they booed him. That's pretty much what happened. So now everybody's been dragging her, and I think TMZ caught up with Kelly Rowland to basically ask her how she felt. Now, y'all know Kelly Rowland is also a survivor of domestic violence as documented in her record, Dirty Laundry, which came out in 2013. One of my favorite Kelly Rowland songs, by the way. Love that record, by the way. So we're going to get into that. So let me share the screen one more time. Let's get into it. Hold on, y'all.
To know your thoughts on people bullying Chris. Is it sad to see?
You know what? I believe that grace is very real, and we all need a dose of it. And before we point fingers at anybody, we should realize how grateful we are for every moment that we get, for even our own things that we have. I just think it's important to remember to be human. We are humans, and yeah.
Do you feel like he needs to be forgiven for, like, you know, what he did? I mean,
you know what? We all need to be forgiven for anything that we could be doing, anything that we're thinking. We all come up short in some sort of way, and grace is real, and we are humans, and everybody deserves grace, period. Have a good day, honey.
I know you too, but to know your thoughts on people bullying Chris. Is it sad?
Is it just me, or was Kelly Rowland trying to run to her truck so they wouldn't bother? Is it just me? You know what I mean? But that was what Kelly Rowland said. That's what Kelly Rowland pretty much said about the situation. Because as you guys already know, they've been dragging Kelly. You know, they've been dragging her for filth already. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up dragging her over this situation. But all I'm gonna say is this: I'm not gonna hold her on that. I'm not gonna hold her because that's her opinion. Some people are more forgiving than others. And another thing about it too, what we also have to understand, and I know that it's hard to hear, but I think what we also need to understand and realize is that the person that he did it to forgave him. And whether we forgive him or not, that really don't matter. Rihanna forgave him and she dated him again even after the fact. What the fuck am I mad for? I'm just being honest. What am I mad for? Because I'm saying that as a person that was raised, like I said, raised in a home where a man was putting his hands on my mama. And for a long time, I was mad with her because she stayed for a long time. But after a while, I was like, the fuck I'm mad for? She's still with him. The fuck am I mad about it for? She got to make her own decision. So at the end of the day, when she decides to let him go, I'm a support it. But I'm not going to sit up here and be mad because she's still with him. And when she left him, I was right there with her. when she got her divorce from him finally, a couple of months ago, I was right there with her. I supported her. So it's like, that's how I feel about it. I don't condone domestic violence. I don't support domestic violence. I don't do any of that. But my whole thing is, what we have to realize and what we have to understand is that the person that he did it to already forgave him. So no matter how we may feel about him, she forgave him. So if she can get past it all, then so can the rest of us. But I can't tell nobody how to feel at the same time, because some people would forever crucify him for it. So it's like, does he deserve forgiveness? You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what it really boils down to. Most would be like, you know, does he deserve forgiveness? You know what I'm saying? Does he deserve it? Everybody's entitled to how they feel, though. You know what I'm saying? Because there are some women that probably went through domestic violence and they just would not support a person that's doing it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at anybody for how they feel. Like, if y'all feel like he don't deserve no damn support, by all means, don't support him. I ain't gonna never look, because let me tell y'all, I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. Like, I'm not telling y'all what y'all need to think. I'm not telling y'all how y'all need to feel, because people feel some type of way because they feel some type of way. And that ain't up to me to take that away from none of y'all. At the end of the day, the truth is the truth and the facts are the facts. She forgave him. What the hell am I still mad for? But at the same time, we cannot control how anybody else feels. If they feel like he don't deserve it, then he don't. If other people feel like everybody deserves grace, everybody deserves to be forgiven, then that's on them too. But I do think that is way more to it than the domestic violence, because Chris has done countless amounts of things besides that, like the whole colorist allegations about not liking dark-skinned women or wanting dark skins in his section, or, you know, the shit that he said and did to Tokyo Vanity and all that other stuff. So it's just like the drugs. But how can I be mad with Chris Brown for doing drugs when my favorite artist of all time did drugs, and it was well documented that she did drugs? Hell, she got the best album of her life while she was on drugs, if we really being honest. So it's like, so I don't understand why Kelly getting so much smoke. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Let me see. Let me look at the comments. Just take the celebrity factor out of it, and your loved one was beat like Rihanna. Would you forgive the person? You must didn't hear what I just said. My mother was abused by my stepfather for years, ex-stepfather, for years. 4 years, for most of my life, to be honest. For most of my life. Do I need to give y'all another story time? And I think I talked about this incident on a past video. But he was abusive to every single one of us. He was abusive to every single one of us. And I was always the person that always defended my mom, even as a young boy. I did a whole video talking about it one time. It was an ice storm in 97. Here I am, 8 years old. My mother and my stepfather are outside fighting in the snow. He's taking his hand and burying her face in the snow. And me being 8 years old, all I see is that someone is attacking my mom. And I run up on him and I start hitting him, saying, leave my mama alone. And you know what that man did? That man picked me up at the age of 8 years old and threw me in the middle of the street. I could have busted my head. I could have broken my back. All of that could have happened to me. Just by him doing it to me. When my mother saw him do that, she hopped in her car and she tried to run him over. So I know all about domestic violence and how a man can put his hands on someone that you love. I understand all of that. And that right there happened at the age of 8. Here I am, 33. I am able to be cordial with him. I forgave him a long time ago for my own self. For my own self. I forgave him. My mother, not so much. But I've forgiven him for it already. Because I don't need to be, I'm not going to be walking around life still being mad over something that happened in the past. I'm not. It is what it is. I've forgiven him for it. I've moved on with my life. I don't have a hole in my heart anymore over the situation. Because what's done is done. I've healed from it and all of that. Now it's my mother's turn to heal from it because she endured way more than I could possibly say on this damn video. Because it's a lot of shit that I could say that I'm disgusted to even say that he did. But I forgave him a long time ago. To the point to where I can be in the same room with him and not feel like I want to throw up. Because my brother doesn't deal with him. So it's like I've been the go-between between them, my brother, my mom, and my ex-stepfather. My mother, I had to go between them for like divorce papers and shit like that because my mother don't want to be around him. So that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So my mother left my stepdad in 2015. He came back for a short amount of time in 2016, but he been gone ever since. And the divorce was finally final about 2 months ago. So that's a burden off of her and the rest of us. I'm done. Now, just because I forgave that man, that don't mean I forgot. That don't mean I forgot. Because I remember everything. I remember all the violence. I remember how we all jumped him. I remember it all. And when we all jumped him that day, he never put his hands on her again. We all jumped him. Except for my brother. My brother wasn't at home. But we all jumped him. Me, my sister, and my mom. We all jumped him together. So, you know, it is what it is. So it goes back to what I was saying at first. I'm not mad at Kelly for feeling like everybody deserves grace. That's how most people feel. But if you don't want to give him grace, you ain't got to give him grace. It's just that simple. I'm not going to be mad at somebody else because that's what they decide to do. But I could be like, well, listen, I ain't giving him no grace. I ain't giving him no grace. I ain't doing none of that. That's what I can say. Yeah, that's his dad. It's my brother's dad. And that's it. So, but I really hate that everybody's giving Kelly all of the damn smoke and not him. They giving him smoke, but they're not really giving Kelly shit. But that's another story. So we're going to move on to a little bit of Caucasian people news. Let's move on to that. Now, you know, these two whippersnappers is going to jail. Y'all know that, right? They going to jail. They going to jail, child. But apparently Todd Chrisley's male lover was the one who turned him and his wife to the FBI when their affair went south. Child. Child. You are going to jail, bitch. Bitch, this is a mess. When I tell you this is a mess, this is a hot ass mess. What's really going on here, girl? This is a mess. This should be on some love. This is on some love and hip hop shit, ain't it? Like this is a mess right here. Like a hot mess. That's all I can really say. Like what? I ain't even got into the article yet, and I'm already talking about how hot of a mess it is. But it is a mess. Like it is. I'm just like, girl. How did this even happen? Why this even happen? Like, what y'all, like, what? This, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, how the fuck did this even happen, child? Like, oh my goodness. Like, that's how I feel before I even get into it. Like, oh my goodness. Cause I ain't really been following this story like that. I know a lot of other folks have, but I really ain't been following like that. But when I saw this shit here, I said, "Ooh, bitch, I gotta talk about it, bitch." You know what I'm saying? I gotta talk about it. So this is the tea. So let me go ahead and share the screen once more and take this overlay off. Okay. So this is the tea. Just in case y'all can't see it, I'm gonna read it. So it says, neighbors, it's no secret that the Chrisleys are being locked the hell up for quite some time. Now, Todd, who is age 53, and his wife, Julie, who is age 49, have been sentenced to 12 and 7 years in prison after it was revealed that they had scammed banks by submitting fake documents when applying for loans. Well, it looks like it all went to hell after Todd's side piece, not the side piece being married too. Todd's side piece, a married 57-year-old man, turned him over to the feds. According to Daily Mail, Mark Braddock claims that he had a love affair with Todd. Mark used to be one of Todd's employees until the two started handling business in a bedroom. Wait a minute. The neighborhood talk so damn shady, y'all. Oh my God. The affair took place in the early 2000s. Both were married to their wives at the time. They broke up after Todd threatened to call the police on him in 2012. Who knew that nearly a decade later, Mark would be the one calling the police, the FBI at that. And it wasn't until Mark took the stand during the Chrisley's trial that the couple learned that it was him who spilled the beans. Damn, 12 years in prison behind some salty peen. Bitch. This is some messy ass shit, okay? Messy. This is so messy. It's messy as hell because, first of all, both of y'all married. Both of y'all married, and both of y'all are each other's side pieces because both of y'all married. I'm tickled because I ain't never seen nothing like this shit before ever in my life. Did the wives know y'all was gay, or did they just didn't care? Can somebody tell me that? I mean, inquiring minds want to know. Like, did they know they was gay? Did they even suspect that they was gay? That's what I want to know. Did they know? Because they both look like they, they both look like they got a little sugar water in their tank. Like, they both look like it. No, I ain't never watched the show. I just want to know because I'm wondering if they ever got into, like, if the wives got into it with the men before. They like, he's mine. You may have had him once, but I got him all the time. You can't sleep at night. Like, was that type of situation? Y'all, I know y'all sick of me laughing, but girl, what? And you snitched on that man because the affair went awry. Ooh, y'all messy. Y'all so messy. Y'all are messy. Okay, messy as fuck. Okay, too messy. Too messy. Like, I ain't never, like, bitch, this shit would have been so good on Love and Hip Hop. This would have been so good on Love and Hip Hop, child. It would have been too good on Love and Hip Hop. I swear to God it would have. Like, this is so fucking funny to me. Like, yo, I just want to know who else knew about it. Because I ain't no way they was frolicking around for all them years and nobody knew. Somebody knew something. Y'all making me want to watch the show. What channel did it come on? Y'all need to let me know that. What channel it came on, child? Because I ain't never seen it before. I ain't never watched this show before. I ain't never watched it. Sound like it's good. That's what it sound like. Oh, y'all say it's on Peacock. Well, we can find it on Peacock. And y'all saying the kids got a spin-off too. Ooh, okay. And y'all saying that? Oh, y'all said it came on USA. Okay. Child, listen, I ain't got nothing to say. I swear I don't have nothing to say. I really don't have anything to say because this is too funny to me. Like, too damn funny. Like, are you serious? I'm like, girl, are you serious, child? It's just like, y'all be trying to say we messy and shit like that, but y'all got a real love and hip hop story going on over here. Are you serious right now? What I tell y'all, I'm so damn sick about this story. Child, let me move on. I had to make that a part of the lineup because reading it was too funny to me. Like, it was definitely funny. Hold on, y'all. But anyways, so we finna move on to the next story, y'all. Next story is Mr. August Alsina. Now, Twitter went crazy last night on a season finale of what is it of the Surreal Life. You know, he was on the Surreal Life this season. I ain't watching because I can't stand Tamar, so I didn't want to watch it. Like, y'all know I can't take her, like, period, because she's too much for me. But apparently they was on he revealed some shit on the Surreal Life, but people are suspecting that it's all a lie. Like Carly Red would say, it was all a lie. That's what everybody's saying. So I'm trying to see if I can find it on the Neighborhood Talk, because I could have sworn that it was on there, and I'm trying to find it, baby, because he had the internet on fire last night. He was trending on Twitter, and I ain't seen August Alsina trend on Twitter in a long motherfucking time now. And this is coming from somebody who really loved and adored his music before when he first came out, because Kissing on My Tattoos is still my jam. Like, I ain't got nothing but one tattoo, and I be like, I don't want nobody but you, kissing on my tattoos, and I ain't got nothing but one tattoo. One damn tattoo. But I'm sitting up here talking about I don't want nobody but you kissing on my tattoos. But I got one tattoo. Like, Kissing on My Tattoos was a hit that never came out. Because he should have did a video for Kissing on My Tattoos and all that shit. I love Kissing on My Tattoos. Like, that very first album was the shit. Before we even get into the story itself, let's just talk about that first album, because that first album that he put out is the only album that really matters, okay? Like, Kissing on My Tattoos was everything. Porn Star was everything. Benediction was everything. Fuck My Life was everything, okay? Testify was everything. Let's see. Because I don't want to forget nothing. Numb was everything. Let me see. Because I feel like I'm forgetting. Let me pull it up on my phone, child. Y'all can maybe listen to that on my way to work in the morning. You Deserve was also my song. And that song, Don't Go Looking for Love. And bitch, I relate to that song so much right now. I swear to God, I relate to that song right now. And of course, I Love This Shit was my song. And You Deserve and Right There and Make It Home. Basically, that whole album was the shit. The only song that I really don't listen to like that on this album is Ghetto. And that's because I liked it with Rich Homie Quan. I ain't like it with Yo Gotti. I liked it with Rich Homie Quan. And don't even get me started on the Downtown Life Under EP, child. Because Let Me Hit That is my song. Like, he had a whole song about smoking weed, but compared it to a woman. Bitch! Super loud, super strong, super green, got me super gone. I want a super cause I'm super fly, cause I'm Superman, cause I'm super fly. I need that Oh, that was my song. So baby, let me hit that. Are you a good? Oh, you look good enough to eat. After it's bar, every time we meet, yeah, you do things to me. You put something in it, yeah. Oh my God, that was my song. Oh, and I ain't even tripping cause my homies hit first. Cause baby, when I hold you, I know we can make it work. So let me get your contact and the place I can meet you at. Baby, let me hit that. Oh, y'all gonna make me listen to that in the morning when I go to work. Oh my God. That was my shit, okay? August used to be jamming when he first came out. I don't know what happened after that, but he was jamming when he first came out. But I did like that other song that he came out with in 2017 because it reminds me of my first class reunion. What was the name of it? It don't matter to me. Don't matter to me. Nah, don't matter to me. Don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. Don't matter to me. I used to love that song. Oh my God. Love it, love it, love it. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into it because now y'all got me in the mood to listen to Alsina. But after this, I gotta go to bed and go to sleep because I gotta go to work in the morning. But we're about to share the screen and then we're about to go ahead and get into it. So God, I hope it ain't no copyrights. But let's get into it, y'all.
And then, what do you know? Love showed up. But in a new way. I want to share that and really honor the person that I love and that love me back and teaching me so much about love and healing. I want to do that in front of the world because it defies all the constructs that one would say love is supposed to be or love should look like. And then, what do you know? Love showed up. But in a new way. I want to share that and really honor.
Okay. So with that being said, hey, Tammy Talks. So with that being said, that caused a stir on social media, right? So everybody was talking about this. But while they were talking about this, there were people that were pretty much saying that that's not his boyfriend. That's his younger brother. So it's like, I think he kind of trolled everybody with this and he kind of threw them off. So I'm guessing the way that he was describing it, you know what I'm saying? It threw everybody off because even the way he hugged him, because when he hugged him, like, that's like he hugging his brother. Like I hug my brother like that. Kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that was his boyfriend. He would have kissed him. To me, that's what he would have did. But somebody said that was his brother, but I'm not sure. You know what I mean? I don't know. Because just because somebody hugs somebody, they don't make it no more. You know, they don't make it like it's like a relationship or you fucking them just because you hugging people. I hug people all the time. That don't mean I'm fucking them. But a lot of people are suspecting that he is trolling everybody. You know what I mean? Like there have been reports of people saying, well, that's his brother. Then you had some people that said that's not his brother. Then you had some people saying that's a family member or a family friend or somebody that he looks at like a brother. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And I'm looking at it and it's like, is he really coming out or is this like a ploy, like to make people believe that? Because he never came, he didn't deny it when everybody was putting it out on the blogs. He didn't come out and say shit about it. He let them run with it. So it's like, what's really going on here? Is he gay or was this just a ploy? But if he is gay, a bitch wouldn't be surprised that he is. Because I always thought he was. I always thought he was gay, but that's just me. I always thought he was. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing different. I always thought he was gay. That's just me being me. I thought he was gay anyway, but whatever. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, who is y'all, child? Because I want to say shit about nobody shoving it down their throats. Y'all need to stop making these general statements because y'all want to say shit. Because I'm not the one that be saying he's shoving it down their throats. The only people that say that is homophobes. I don't see it like that. So I don't know, y'all. Let's just say this. Let me ask y'all this. Do you think whether or not the person that was on the show with him is his boyfriend, do you believe that August Alsina is a little gay? As a matter of fact, let me put a poll up here. Let me put a poll down. There's a poll. Now, I want to see this poll. I want to see what y'all gonna vote for. Damn, I'm already 52%. Okay, so 57% said no. 45 said yes. So it's a close one. Okay, so let me try another one if it'll allow me to. Okay. Let me see. There it is. The question is gay, bi, or straight? There's the Q&A. Is he gay? Is he bi? Or is he straight? I want to see the answers. I see a lot of buys. There's a lot of buys, okay? A lot of people said buy. Okay, so everybody is under the same consensus that he's bi. Because I see a lot of buys, but only one person said he gay as hell. Everybody's saying bi. Okay. So everybody's saying that they think he's bi. Okay, so we can end that then. Well, like I said, I really don't know. That whole thing kind of threw everybody off, and he might be trolling because he know that the internet was going to run with that. So it's like, I don't know. But it's only time will tell because, like I said, he ain't confirmed shit, and he didn't deny anything. So we don't know. We really don't know. Until I see him stick his tongue down the nigga throat, then I'm just going to say I don't know. Do you consider bi as gay? I mean, it's in the same community as gay. LGBT. B is bisexual. So it's a part of the community. So why not? That's what I think. But, you know. But hey, it is what it is. So we're going to move on to the very last topic, which is what you all are here to discuss with me. And that is Miss Monique Samuels. Okay, now Monique has decided that she's going to speak out on the Wendy Osefo fight. And Candace has obviously spoken out too in response to what Monique said, which will be in another video that I will be dropping tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, she spoke out on the Wendy Osefo fight, and this is what she had to say. So let me go. There's no need for me to share my screen for this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna read it for you guys and see what she said. As a matter of fact, I don't even need that on the screen. I could just read it from my phone instead of looking at it on my computer. Oops, what am I doing, Cheryl? Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second, because I'm doing it off my phone now versus my computer. Okay. So this is the situation. So let me take this share screen shit off. Okay. So this is what the article says on the Neighborhood Talk. And it says, oop, neighbors, get into this. Former Real Housewives of Potomac cast member and Love and Marriage DC star Monique Samuels had a few things to say about all the drama that unfolded on the Real Housewives of Potomac, right? Okay, so during Mia and Wendy Osefo's altercation, Wendy name dropped Monique to call out Giselle Bryant's hypocrisy of condoning violence in this situation, but condemning Monique for her fight against Candace Dillard in season 5. Monique claims that though she doesn't watch the show, she's not surprised at some of the ladies' actions. She says that she applauds Wendy for keeping her composure, but she told her at the season 5 reunion that she would be next up for ridicule, and lo and behold, she was 100% correct. I don't know the entire story, but I applaud Wendy for not getting physical as I did after I was hit in the face with a glass, she said exclusively to the Neighborhood Talk. First of all, Monique, please stop. Just stop. Stop trying to make it seem like the reason why you got physical is because you got hit in the face with a glass, as if you didn't already have the girl hair in your hands before the wine went in your face. Now stop. Like, for real. Like, let's not continue to do that. Like, stop trying to spin this around. Like, that's not the way it happened, and you know it's not. Like, we saw the footage. You put your hands on her first. You started flicking her hair first, and she started flicking or whatever. But you flicked her hair first. It's just that simple. You flicked her hair first. And when she said, "Are you gonna drag me?" and you asked her, "Do you want me to?" and then she said, "Drag me," and then that's what you did. You had already proceeded to drag her before the wine got released into your face. So don't try to make it seem like you and Wendy's situation is the same. It's not, because you were the aggressor, not Candace. Oh my God, girl. Anyway, she had every reason to defend herself after being splashed in her face and then apparently hit with the purse, and she chose to use her words instead. One thing Wendy said to me back then at Karen's home was that she would never get physical and she would use her words. Clearly, she lived up to that statement in this moment. I told her at the season 5 reunion she and her family would be next. The hate of some of these women is not for the camera. They are real life miserable. One thing Wendy should understand is that it's not about her actions or lack thereof. She could have sat there quietly and they still would have found some reason to ice her out. The same ladies who told me words or even antagonizing someone is not grounds for getting physical or defending a person who got physical over Peter Thomas. LOL. Just wow. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so that was the neighborhood talk and her talking to them about the Wendy thing, which I knew that she wasn't going to be too far behind. Now, this is coming from someone that ain't nobody said Candace was innocent. Anyway, but this is coming from someone that actually used to like Monique. Monique makes it harder on herself, in my opinion. She makes it absolutely hard on herself. She don't even have to be saying nothing. Like, why do you always comment on things that's going on Potomac and you claim you don't care about that show? You claim you don't watch it, but you always speaking on it. Any chance you get, you find a reason to reference that other show. You always do that. So it's like, why? But if you're going to speak on something, speak on what actually happened. That's my whole point. Speak on what actually happened here. You feel what I'm saying? It's the same situation, but it's different sides, because you attack Candace for no damn reason. She didn't go low with you. She didn't talk about your family. This is what Candace was doing. I'm asleep. 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 That's what she was doing. She said, I'm asleep. Then after that, I guess you did this, and then you was like, get your hand. She was like, get your hand on my face, get your hand on my face. And then she was like, are you gonna drag me? Do you want me to? Drag me. And that's what you did. You could have walked away, but you didn't. Now, granted, Candace was kind of antagonistic by just yelling at someone, drag me. And I'm going to remain on what I've been saying, because don't even take it as me changing my thoughts or my tune or my opinion. My thing about it is that they did not fight when Monique was pregnant. Stop bringing that up, because we're not about to do that. We're not about to do that. They did not fight when they was pregnant, so we're not talking about that. My thing about it is, I still feel like this. If you don't want to fight somebody, don't say drag me, because someone is going to drag your ass if you say that. You never know who it is. And if a person was pregnant and they told me to drag and they threatened to drag me, I'm never going to sit up in their face and tell them to drag me, period. That's how I feel. But at the same time, Monique still didn't have no grounds to drag her or put her hands on her at all. In my opinion, she wasn't in no threatening situation at all. And I just feel like a lot of the times people want to sit up and bring up old shit to try to, prove their point. It's nothing to prove. Why are we talking about Monique when she was pregnant with her child? When Candace said, drag me, Monique. Even when she said, drag me, Monique, she acted like she wanted to smoke. She didn't walk up on it, though. But they didn't fight when she was pregnant. So why are we talking about her being pregnant? We're talking about the actual fight. We're talking about the actual fight here. It's not the same. Wendy didn't do shit to Mia to make Mia throw a drink on her. Nothing. Period. Period. Wendy didn't do shit to Mia. Mia did that for nothing. My point is, Monique is trying to make herself the victim, and she's really not the victim. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of the times when this fight keeps coming the fuck up, people want to prove that they're right about something. Like nobody's right really, because everybody plays a part. The only situation where somebody doesn't play a part, Wendy didn't do shit to Mia. Mia came over there and started. Mia started with Wendy. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel. So I just think that the problem with Monique is that she keeps being a revisionist historian. That's the issue that I got with it. You fought her because you wanted to. Just own it. You fought her because you wanted to. You fought her because you wanted to fight her. I would respect that more if you would just say that, but you won't say that. You try to use other situations to try to prove something. You wanted to fight her because you wanted to, and this is not true. This is not true. She didn't stop. Oh my God, I'm not. That is not what happened at all. That is not what happened. Mia started that with Wendy. How the hell y'all gonna sit up here? No. Period. Just say that. Just say I lost my temper. Just say I lost my temper. Just say, just say I lost my temper. Because it happens. I've lost mine. I've lost control before. Not my finest moment, but I've done it. But don't try to use somebody else's situation to try to make it seem like you're in the same shoes. Because you're not. It's the same situation, but different size. You're not in the same position as Wendy. You're not. I'm not finna read that. Because that's not true. That's not what happened at all. If you don't like Wendy, just say that. But we not even finna sit up here and pretend that that's what happened. Because that's not what happened. That is not what happened. I don't know what show you watching, but that did not happen. Wendy didn't do shit to Mia, period. Mia started that with Wendy. No, it's not that. Okay, Monique agreed with Wendy. That's not the problem. It's not because she didn't say it how we wanted her to. The problem is that she tried to use somebody else's situation to victimize herself. She tried to make it seem like because the way she said it was she handled herself well versus me getting physical after a glass was thrown in my face, when she got physical before the glass got in her face. That's the problem. She's agreeing with it, sure, but she's still lying about what actually happened in the situation, because that's not how it happened. That's the problem. She's twisting it around and she won't let it go. Instead of just moving forward with it and all this other stuff, she just decided that no, she keeps on trying to. She doesn't have. It's like a lack of self-awareness. That's my thing. It's like a lack of self-awareness. She refused to hold herself accountable for anything, and that is the problem, and that is the issue, and that is why people got a problem with it. The shit is on camera. You didn't get physical after no damn glass got in your face. The glass got in your face because you were fighting. The difference is Wendy didn't do shit to Mia. Mia came over there starting with her and then played the victim. In your situation, you and Candace allowed Giselle to come between y'all. Y'all get the arguing. Y'all doing all that dramatic reality TV shit and all this other stuff. See, my problem with Monique is she don't own up to shit. She's quick to point the finger at somebody else, and she don't need to be doing that. Now, I ain't saying that she can't speak on it. But what I'm saying is if you're going to speak on it, speak the truth. Stop revitalizing history because that's whack to me. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. It's whack as fuck when you do that. Because you're still running with that same lie, and that's not what happened. And that apology that you gave Candace at the reunion, that means that shit wasn't even real. If you still not owning up to your shit. Own it. You were the aggressor. Just like Mia was the damn aggressor. Wendy wasn't the aggressor. Although the situations are the same, but yet they're different. See, the situations is you got two people. You got Candace who really ain't doing shit to you. She's saying she sleep. The only thing that I fought her for is the whole drag me shit. Because I'm not saying that to nobody that I don't want to fight. I'm going to stand on that. But when it comes down to Wendy and Mia, Wendy literally did not do shit to Mia. She didn't even say nothing underneath the belt or nothing like that when that drink was hurled in her face. Period. But just like Mia, Monique want to sit up there and take this situation and flip it around to work in her favor. It's never going to work in your favor because that's not what the fuck happened. That's not what happened. Stop lying. And that's what makes you lose so many cool points on my end because I really used to ride with you and I really liked you. But with that fight fucked it up for me because you sat there and you lied about it and you keep lying about it and you keep going with that same story. And then you were sitting up there at that last reunion that you was there talking about how bad you felt about it and all this other shit. You don't feel bad because if you did, you would not still be running with that same lie that you perpetuated years ago when this shit went down. So stop it. The shit didn't mean nothing to you. You don't feel bad for putting your hands on the damn girl. And that's just it. You don't feel bad. That's all right. You ain't got to feel bad. But it's the truth. You just embarrassed that you did this stupid shit and you embarrassed yourself on TV. That's the only thing, and I wish you would just say that. Own your shit. The only thing that's the same. Hold on. Who is Sharice loved by? Because we don't love her. But what I will say is Giselle and Robin never cared about Candace, not one bit. I've been saying it. They ain't never cared. They never cared about Candace, ever. And I said that from day one. But in the height of that whole fight, didn't nobody want to hear that. Wendy did not start with nobody at that table. Oh my, ugh. Girl. Ain't nobody getting shit twisted. They came to her for a statement, and in that statement, she's still lying. That's the point. There's no accountability. She's still victimizing herself. She's still the victim. She still didn't do nothing wrong. She's still justifying herself. That is the problem. What part of some of y'all don't understand? Some of y'all don't understand the definition of accountability and justification and lying. That's what y'all don't get. Some of y'all. She's justifying. She got hit with a glass after she got physical first. What part of that don't you understand? Stop trying to use that she got hit with a glass shit as a fucking excuse. She got hit with a glass after she got physical. You had already grabbed the girl hair before the damn glass hit you in the face. Let's be for real. That is the point here. She said her exact words were, she did better than me because I got physical after a glass got hit in my face. You were physical before the glass hit you in the face. Stop it. If anything, you should have beat Giselle ass. That's who ass y'all need to be whooping is Giselle. I don't know why y'all keep letting her ass get away with it. Giselle is the one that needs to get her ass beat. But everybody let her get away with everything. Everybody letting her get away with everything. Giselle can rob a bank and won't nobody say shit to Giselle. They let her walk away scot-free every time. And I'm so over it. And y'all wonder why. But I'm not just going to, because all of them do that. All of them do that. And I'm going to bring that up when Rodney and I do our video, do our live on Friday night. I'm going to bring it up then. Because I feel like they all wanted some validation from the Green Eye Bandits. Because Monique wanted to be that girl, wanted to be Giselle's friend. Now, Candace is supposed to be her sister. But yeah, she's sitting up here having afternoon lunches with Giselle. You came into the fifth season knowing that Giselle was walking around here saying that your son was not your husband's. You came into the fifth season knowing it. And you still was out here eating Caesar salads with Giselle at restaurants and shit, helping her ice out Candace. That's what happened. And you looked dumb when you was doing it. Because the whole purpose was to ice out Candace, and you was down with the shit. You was down with it. You was showing the fuck out the whole time. Mad at Candace about something that she really didn't have nothing to do with. Your anger was for Gigi and Giselle and Sharice. You want to give Candace all this damn energy, but yet you run away when Sharice come around. Give her the energy. Beat Sharice's ass. Because she was around here telling everybody right alongside your friend. You was right over there with Giselle and them. And then at the end of the day, after that was all the way over with, once you put your hands on Candace, they switched the plan to get rid of Candace, and now they got rid of you. So they hopped on Candace's side off the strength of the fact that they already didn't like you anyway. They didn't like you anyway, so they sided with her. Somebody want me to get out of character, child, but it ain't finna happen. Seriously though. Like real shit. You wanted to be friends with them. And then Candace was ride or dying with Robin and Giselle too. That's why I was pissed with her, because she's sitting up here riding or dying with Giselle and Robin when they were going to throw her under the, and I kept saying they're going to throw your ass under the bus before you know it. And that's exactly what the fuck has happened. I've been telling y'all that. But y'all thought I was saying that to defend Monique or to vindicate her. There is no vindication for Monique. Even if I wanted to defend her or vindicate her, I absolutely couldn't. I'd be looking like a complete idiot trying to do that. I would never do that. Why would I do that? It's nothing to vindicate. It's the fucking truth. Giselle and Robin wasn't her fucking friends. Just like they wasn't Wendy's friends. Their very next season, they went after Wendy. Now this season, they're going after you. I'm trying to see what the fuck Kelly Lewis' point is by repeating that, because that ain't got shit to do with what we talking about. Nothing to do with what we talking about, because we've already addressed that already in other reviews. This ain't got nothing to do with that. So what the hell are you talking about? Listen, it's about time for me to end this. Because see, that Aquarius sun and that Taurus moon is starting to collide, and it's about that time. It's about that time. So y'all, before we get up out of here, shout out to Erica De Niro who's in the building. Before we get out of here, I just want to let y'all know, because I'm very excited about this. We're going to do this one more time. Make sure y'all tune in to the live on Friday night with me and Rodney, The Voice, okay? Like, it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be a kiki, even though we're going to have some good conversation and all that good stuff. I feel like it's going to be a good live. It's going to be a good kiki. It's going to be everything. Like, it's going to be everything. So make sure y'all tune in to this on Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And when I tell y'all, I'm going to need the moderators to be on point Friday night. Although I got this shit set to subscribers only, I still need for y'all to be on point in this comment section, because I feel like this damn comment section is going to be in shambles, period. So I'm going to need for y'all to get it together on Friday night. I'm going to have to put that in the mod chat, because like y'all, some of my mods are not in this mod chat. I need to add some of y'all to it. I think it's like 3 or 4 of y'all that's missing from the chat. But yeah, y'all got to be on y'all job come Friday, honey, because I already know that the trolls and shit, they are going to be out. But yes, it's going to be Scotty by Nature TV and Rowland The Voice. We'll be live on Friday night at 9, 8 Central, talking about all this shit that's going on with Wendy and Mia and Candace and the Green Eye Bandits and all that stuff. We're going to talk about all of the bullshit. And not to mention, Josiah just put out a video about the colorism history of the Real Housewives of Potomac. And I'm about to share that. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and share that right now so you guys can so after y'all get off this live, y'all can go over and watch his video, because I watched some of it before I went live and it was actually pretty good. So let me go ahead and share that video right now. It's shared on my community wall. In which they actually, oops, that was him right there. But yeah, it's shared on my community wall. So y'all go over there, tune in, watch it, and show him some support, y'all. So we're about to go ahead and get up out of here, because I'm finna take my ass to bed. I gotta work in the morning. But with that being said, be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, all that good stuff. Be sure to do that. Be sure to share this video, like it, do all of that. Okay? Hold on, y'all. Shit. It seems like this thing don't want me to leave, y'all. Child. Hold on, because I hate it when my laptop do this. But yeah, make sure y'all are liking the video. Y'all have subscribed if y'all are new to the platform and all that stuff, because we have a wonderful time when we're up here. So just be sure to subscribe and do all that good stuff while you're here. All I ask is for y'all to do that while you're here. Okay? Do all that while you're here. Period. Okay? If you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, y'all, your boy is up out of here. Until my next video, I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Bye, y'all.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Tramel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at IAM_Tramel. That's IAM_TRAMEL. Check me out. I hope to hear from you.